the target. The big news today, आज का जो बड़ा खबर है, it is that India have said they will not travel to Pakistan for the ICC Champions 2025, जो Pakistan में was supposed to take place. They have said that they've told the ICC that they will not travel. And yes, obviously we knew कि भाई ये political issues होने वाले थे, and we knew that the government would get involved and they would have the final say. And it looks like India have said कि भाई उन लोग नहीं travel करना चाह रहे. Pakistan have also said they don't want a hybrid model. Now there's a lot of pressure on the ICC. अब उनको ये decision लेना पड़ेगा कि भाई हम लोग कैसा करेंगे. चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी इंडिया के बिना भी नहीं कर सकते, पाकिस्तान के बिना भी नहीं कर सकते. ये दोनों टीम्स को कैसा राजी करके how are they going to have a tournament. And yeah, that is the big decision that they'll have to take because India have declined of traveling. Pakistan don't want to make a hybrid model. In the end, I think that it'll still be a hybrid model. Lekin, yeah, right now we are at this stage where it's stuck and there is no confirmed news. The venues and support were under construction. Schedule hasn't come out yet. Tickets का कुछ है नहीं अभी. लेकिन खबर यही आ गई. And now ICC, the chairman will be Jay Shah as well, so he'll also have a big say in this. So I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but both teams have to be involved. Without India and Pakistan Champions Trophy, I don't think will be a success. So how they're going to come to a midpoint agreement, ये देखना पड़ेगा. ये आज की main खबर यही थी. We've been waiting for it for a long time. Look, the Champions Trophy is supposed to take place in February, which is only like 3-4 months away. इतना दूर है नहीं. So उस हिसाब से उन लोगों को डिसीजन लेना पड़ेगा कि भाई हाइब्रिड मॉडल करना है या कैसा करना है. बिकॉज यू हैव टू हैव बोथ इंडिया पाकिस्तान अग्री ऑन अ सर्टेन मॉडल. इफ इट्स नॉट गोना हैपन, इफ वन टीम ड्रॉप्स आउट देन इट्स गोना बी प्रॉब्लम. फिर आगे जाके व्हेन इंडिया होस्ट टूर्नामेंट्स अगेन देयर विल बी कॉम्प्लिकेशंस बिकॉज पाकिस्तान विल से वी डोंट वांट टू ट्रैवल. विल दे हैव एन हाइब्रिड मॉडल वहाँ पे. सो देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ it's a controversial of course it's a controversial situation, and there'll be a lot of arguments also मेरे हिसाब से. And it's a complicated situation too, both like complex है, इतना आसान नहीं है, decision लेना पड़ेगा. And शकील भाई अस्सलाम वालेकुम, hope you're doing well. So yeah, that's the news that we have. It is true that UAE, due to its proximity to Pakistan, is likely to be front runner as the co-host या host आप बोल सकते. वहाँ पे एक सेमीफाइनल और फाइनल दुबई में ही होगा मेरे हिसाब से. अब ये देखना पड़ेगा कि बिकॉज आई रिमेंबर लास्ट टाइम जो हाइब्रिड मॉडल हुआ पाकिस्तान टीम के लिए मुश्किलात बहुत थे. दे हैव टू ट्रैवल फ्रॉम लाहौर टू कोलंबो. देयर वाज अ लॉट ऑफ ट्रैवल. वहाँ पे इंजरीज भी हो गए थे एंड इट वाज नॉट अ स्मूथ प्रोसेस फॉर देम. So यही देखना पड़ेगा कि like how they're going to manage. And I understand why I understand why they will decide. इंडिया के हिसाब से उनके भी कारण है कि भाई security issues and all that, and they're not going. So yeah, this is always going to be a complex situation. It's always going to be a big call. It's been taken, but there's still a long way to go. अभी आपको डिसाइड करना है वेन्यूज़ क्या है, उसके बाद दोनों टीम्स को राज़ी करना है, उसके बाद आपको टिकटिंग इशू करना है, वेन्यूज़ कंफर्म करना है, एवरीथिंग. there's a lot of stuff to think. Monday, November 11 will mark 100 days until the start of the event. So you only have 3 months and a bit. So that's the thing. So that is the situation right now. The last time Pakistan India का bilateral match हुआ था वो 2012 में हुआ था, but this is an ICC tournament, so a lot of people were thinking India will go. And in the first place, why was Pakistan allotted if this was going to happen? People are asking, but at that time maybe situation was different. Maybe they thought ICC tournament India will come because Pakistan came to India despite जो आपके political issues है, political tensions है. Pakistan came here, they played their cricket. जो भी concerns थे and everything were diminished. They went back as well after the tournament. They played their full matches. फिर गए उन लोग. It wasn't like 2011 जहाँ पे उन लोग सारे मैचेस बांग्लादेश श्रीलंका में खेले और एक मैच इंडिया में खेले. यहाँ पे तो सारे मैच इंडिया में खेले. They started their World Cup in Hyderabad and they moved to Ahmedabad. They went to Bangalore, Chennai. So they played their matches. Yeah, ठीक है, maybe in some spots they didn't go like Bombay, Delhi, लेकिन they played a lot of games in India. So they got they're saying India के लिए भी वैसा Lahore close to India and everything, they could have kept their matches there, and that's what they were planning to do as well. But I guess this is what India have said कि भाई नहीं करना है. Also मोहसिन नकवी जो पाकिस्तान के PCB के चेयरमैन है, उन्होंने बोले कि भाई हाइब्रिड मॉडल नहीं करना है. भाई अगर हाइब्रिड मॉडल नहीं करेंगे तो then it's going to be a big problem. So there's two options then. Like one is that India doesn't come. The other thing is you host a tournament outside of Pakistan, the full tournament. That's the other way. Like, but again, more than he would have, I am sure he'll rather prefer the hybrid model because there'll be some games in Pakistan, crowd matches देख सकती है, लोग दूसरे teams आएंगे पाकिस्तान के पास and खेल सकते हैं. And yeah, Ashish Singh, best decision by BCCI. I mean, from your point of view, I understand. From other people's point of view, I have to look at both point of views. I can't just say it's the best decision or anything because I understand there's pros and cons from both situations. I don't think there is a right or wrong in this. Yes, there is complications. It's a very complicated situation. So, इसलिए मेरे हिसाब से it's difficult for me to say like it's one thing is correct या one thing is wrong. लेकिन हाँ, from India's point of view, they will say that they had security concerns and they didn't want to go. Pakistan will say, bro, we came over there. And we'll provide the full security and everything. So there will be ups and downs either way. PCB has already been paid extra dollars in case India doesn't travel. So hybrid hi hoga. Yeah, it looks like hybrid hi hoga. There's two options. You make it hybrid, or the other option is you shift everything to Dubai or you shift everything to Sri Lanka or wherever you want to do it. The only problem with the hybrid model is that will teams agree to be traveling in and out? Like, it will be difficult. आप देख लो. I think for Pakistan that hybrid model didn't help them at all Asia Cup में, because मैं वहाँ मौजूद था श्रीलंका में, and I saw पाकिस्तान की टीम लाहौर से आ रही थी कोलंबो, फिर वहाँ से कोलंबो से वापस लाहौर मुल्तान जा रही थी, मुल्तान से लाहौर, फिर वापस कोलंबो, फिर कैंडी, and it was like all mixed up and it was difficult from there. I just feel that the ICC made a huge blunder कि भाई आप ये जो situation है पहले resolve नहीं करे, and before allotting आप पहले से ये सब डिस्कस कर लेना था. एंड फ्रॉम पाकिस्तान पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू उन लोगों का भी गुस्सा वाजिब है, इंडिया के वजह से उन लोगों का भी रीजंस वाजिब होंगे. लाइक इट्स दे बोथ हैव देयर ओपिनियंस, बट आई थिंक that is like I just feel it's a very complex situation. 8 टीम का टूर्नामेंट है तो ऐसा नहीं है कि आपको इतना होस्ट करना है. Like it's not going to be that many teams. It's 8 teams. It's not like the World Cup. And yeah, but it's not an easy situation. It was supposed to be played at 3 venues in Pakistan between February 19th and March 9th. So look, February 19th, February is not far away. What, December, Jan? Like 2.5, 3 months में आपका Champions Trophy शुरू हो रहा. Again, ICC, they made a blunder. If I talk about the 2023 World Cup and 2024 World Cup, I felt the organization, the planning was poor in both tournaments. I felt that in India there should have been many more fans from other countries. आप खाली India matches full थे. हम लोग दूसरे गेम्स को भी गए. Like we went to other matches where it was neutral games and like there was no traveling contingent. There's only a few people और उन लोग भी complain कर रहे थे. It was so difficult to get a visa and they announced the schedule so late. And then in the West Indies you saw, like in America, yes, the India-Pakistan was full, but apart from that उतना नहीं था rush. And then in the West Indies there weren't many fans either. So the ICC has been poor in their organizations, and this looks like again it might not be a successful tournament in terms of full crowds and everything like that. I think if India and Pakistan are not in the same group, then one group can play in Dubai and other in Pakistan. I don't know if there will be groups or will they follow World Cup schedule. I think India Pakistan will be in the same group. It's a broadcasting call. मेरे को ऐसा लगता है. I mean I can be completely wrong. मेरे को ऐसा लगता है broadcasting call है. अगर आपको टूर्नामेंट सक्सेसफुल करना है, आपको पैसे बनाना है टूर्नामेंट में, तो आपको इंडिया पाकिस्तान का गारंटी एक मैच कराना है. अगर आप एक ग्रुप में नहीं रखें उन लोगों को, तो ये आप रिस्क कर रहे हैं कि सेमीफाइनल फाइनल में अगर एक नहीं पहुंचे तो फिर आपका चलेगा पैसा. सो एक गारंटी तो करना ही करना है उन लोगों को. दे हैव टू एटलीस्ट कीप वन गेम बिटवीन इंडिया पाकिस्तान, सो दे हैव टू कीप देम इन द सेम group. I don't think they have a choice and they won't make any other choice. They'll keep them in the same group. And look, again, if they make it to the final, then they have 2 or 3 matches which will be even better and better. अगर ज़्यादा matches खेल रहे, so that's what they'll want. एंड वही है, देखो आप ये तो एक साल से क्लियर था. पीसीबी पता था, पीसीबी ने लेट कर दिया फाइनल कॉलेज. नहीं, पीसीबी नहीं, आईसीसी ने लेट कर दिया. लाइक एंड बीसीसीआई ने भी, बीसीसीआई भी ऑल थ्री जो पार्टीज है दे वर ऑल लेट. बीसीसीआई तो अभी बोली, दे सेड नाउ टू आईसीसी दैट वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू ट्रैवल. पता तो था उन लोगों को, मगर आज कंफर्म करके बोले आईसीसी को, राइट. एंड पीसीबी ऑलरेडी आईसीसी को भी बोल दिया कि भाई हम लोग हाइब्रिड नहीं करना चाह रहे. तो इट्स नॉट जस्ट द पीसीबी लेट करवाए, बीसीसीआई भी लेट करवाए, काफ़ी लोग लेट करवाए. इट्स आई एम इग्नोरिंग यू शकील भाई बिकॉज यू स्टिल डिडंट गिव मी, आई नीड द होल पैराग्राफ ऑन रोहित शर्मा. एंड देन उसके बाद फिर मैं फैज़ को भी जाता हूँ बशीर भाग. मैं ही इज़ लिव्स इन हैदराबाद, ही इज़ हैदराबादी गाय, सो thing, but you have to give a whole paragraph on Rohit Sharma's captaincy and then one paragraph on Virat Kohli and why he's struggling spin with like the stats different pitches में, फिर उसके बाद फिर वो करेंगे. And ईशान किशन आना चाहिए भाई सनराइजर्स को. But yes, if I'm just talking about this topic, who would be at loss? I think Pakistan will lose the most because they were granted the hosting rights. देखो, like if you look at it from their point of view, उन लोगों का भी argument बनता. अब ये argument ये है कि भाई आप लोग हमको host बना दिए. आप बोले यू गोना होस्ट द टूर्नामेंट, इट्स आईसीसी टूर्नामेंट. हम लोग इंडिया गए, हम लोग आईसीसी टूर्नामेंट खेले उधर. जो भी रिस्ट्रिक्शंस थे थोड़ा ट्रैवल वैवल में, दे हैड टू प्ले इन डिफरेंट सिटीज, दे कुडंट प्ले इन एवरी सिंगल सिटी. उनके लाइक सिक्योरिटी टाइट था, एवरीथिंग वाज देयर, बट they traveled. Whatever it was a huge occasion. And see, the thing is, अगर आप बोल रहे कि भाई from an Indian point of view it's a political thing, ये war का situation ये वो, तो फिर like you shouldn't have invited them here either, right? Why did you invite them? Because it was a money thing. You wanted an India Pakistan match in Ahmedabad. आप अहमदाबाद में वो भी मैच अहमदाबाद में रखे, जहाँ पे I don't think Pakistan would have अगर मैच नहीं रखते थे if it wasn't against India. Why did they keep it there? Because it's the highest capacity. So it is hypocrisy from all three sides. I think mostly like I understand the Pakistan situation as well. I understand the India situation as well. But it's been like an issue all three thing. So that's so yeah. If you look at it from Pakistan's point of view, I think they'll say कि भाई लोग हम लोग तो गए यहाँ पे हमारे को अलॉट करो, तो हमारी क्या गलती है? Like why aren't they coming? We'll provide everything and stuff, and they'll take full responsibility. And look, if India is coming, they're not going to mess around. Like especially in the ICC tournament and everything, they will not take any risk. They'll make sure everything is thing. But again, like from India's point of view, maybe they don't want like that risk. They don't want that full that situation, because it'll be a huge occasion that India is going. It'll be breaking news everywhere, right? So going after so long and all that. I have one question. So many people saying India versus Pakistan generating more money, but the money also coming from broadcasters. What if they boycott? Then all parties will be as a loss, isn't it? Yes, but the broadcaster wants that game too, right? You're asking. So many people saying, but the money is all. Yeah, so the broadcaster will be a loss if they don't put in the money, because the advertisers are giving the broadcasters money for that India-Pakistan game. So when you see, these ads being played, these promotions being playing during the match, you see this, Kent Live Super presented by jo preview rehta hai and all that. That is money given by the advertisers to the broadcasters. The broadcasters being paid heavily for that India-Pakistan game, and that is why this game is the most important match. And like you say bilateral ties nahi hai and all that. बायलैटरल्स नहीं खेल रहे, मगर वो टूर्नामेंट में हर वक्त तो आप खेल रहे हैं. या तो आप खेलो ही नहीं, अगर आपको इतना प्रॉब्लम है पॉलिटिकली, अगर आपको इतना इशू है पाकिस्तान के साथ, तो फिर आप खेलना ही नहीं. एंड अगर आपको नहीं है प्रॉब्लम, तो फिर आप ट्रैवल कर सकते हैं. बायलैटरल तो नहीं खेल रहे, बट यू कैन ट्रैवल बिकॉज इट्स एन आईसीसी टूर्नामेंट, राइट? सो नाउ इट जस्ट डिपेंड्स ऑन हाउ यू लुक एट इट. इज प्रोज एंड कॉन्स अगेन इन बोथ सिचुएशंस. पीसीबी को स्टेडियम एंड इंडिया से जवाब समर ले लेना चाहिए था. अब काफ़ी लेट हो. बिल्कुल, अभी देखो काफ़ी लेट हो गया. ऑर्गेनाइजेशन अभी करना है, वेन्यूज़ कंफर्म्ड ही नहीं हुए, टिकट्स भी नहीं गए. मैं जैसा बोला, फैंस के लिए मुश्किल है, जर्नलिस्ट के लिए मुश्किल है, फॉर एवरीबडी हु हैज़ टू प्लान देयर थिंग. लाइक ओके ठीक है, कमेंटेटर्स एंड प्लेयर्स उन लोग का ऑर्गेनाइज हो जाता फट से, मगर जो दूसरे लोग हैं, जो द थर्ड पार्टी फोर्थ पार्टी, जो अपने स्टेक होल्डर्स होते हैं, फैंस होते हैं, जर्नलिस्ट होते हैं, लोग जो जाके देखते हैं फैमिलीज़ के साथ, दोस्तों के साथ, उन लोगों के लिए मुश्किल हो जाता है, राइट? बिकॉज अगर आपको पहले से पता है कि ठीक है दुबई में है, आप उस हिसाब से आप ऑर्गेनाइज कर सकते हैं. आपको पता है श्रीलंका में, उस हिसाब से आप ऑर्गेनाइज कर सकते हैं. एंड क्रिकेट इज़ अ ह्यूज थिंग. आई लाइक रियलाइज्ड इट ओवर द इयर्स, एंड द मोर आई कवर इट, द मोर आई सी पीपल are crazy, man. I thought like I was like cricket fanatic, but it's not. Like there's people who will do anything for cricket. I know one guy in the whole World Cup जो उन्हें ट्रेन से हर शहर ट्रैवल करा जहाँ इंडिया खेली. And India played in every like 10 cities, right? They played 10 or 9 cities or something like that. They played in every different city every game, and उन्हें हर जगह ट्रैवल करा ट्रेन से just to watch the game. And he wasn't somebody it was difficult for him to travel, and cricket is crazy. So for that, at least make the fans experience a bit easier. Why would broadcaster want money anyway if they close the deal with ICC? I just want you to I just want to ask you what do you mean by that, because basically what it is like for the broadcaster, when you have a match, it's all about views, right? It's all about pulling as many people as possible to watch, and then the advertiser will be interested, they will invest money, and vice versa, everything it's all in correlation. So when there's an India Pakistan match, there is so much interest in that match ki there is so much money involved, and that is why that game is very it becomes very important, and it becomes lazim ki bhai ek match to karana hai dono ki. You see that over the years, which tournament has, I don't remember the last, I think 2007 World Cup was the last time 50 over का जहाँ पे इंडिया और पाकिस्तान एक ग्रुप में नहीं थे, और वो कितना फेयर हुआ वो वर्ल्ड कप. I believe this is a conspiracy story. If they don't play bilateral, they made the one game in ICC tournament super expensive and hype that make millions. I say don't want to interfere and stop money. Yeah, exactly. Like, there's more to it. I completely agree with that. Of course, you'll have Indians saying certain things, you'll have Pakistani certain things, but there is a broader thing that we're not aware of. It's a, it's a business, but it's a political thing as well. And when you do not play bilaterals, what happens is you starve people of that opportunity. And now, where do they capitalize from that starvation? In the ICC tournament? You saw in America, Ashish, we have friends and stuff who went to the game. Wahan pe bhai, the amount of money spent on one ticket was insane amount of money. Insane. Like, I remember minimum a month going into the tournament was like $1,000, $2,000, right? So $1,000, $2,000 minimum. I think $2,000 was like closer to the time. 2,000 was the minimum. People spending $10,000, $15,000, $5,000, $6,000 on one ticket. So there you go. Like, it's crazy, man. The competition between Disney Star and Viacom has ended. So why would they be interested? Sony not interested. So why do they listen to ICC or even the ICC? I don't know about why would they listen to ICC or even ICC? Who are you saying who listens to the ICC? That's what I want to ask you. PCB ended up losing case in international court. As in contract, there was a clause that BCCI commitment was subject to government clearance, and PCB had to pay $2 million penalty. Yeah, I mean, that is also like another reason for them to be upset. They're losing money, plus they're losing hosting rights and everything like that. Unfortunately, या जो भी आप बोले, like टूर्नामेंट इंडिया के बिना नहीं चलेगा और पाकिस्तान के बिना भी नहीं चलेगा. आप जितना भी बोल लो, अगर इंडिया पाकिस्तान है एक टूर्नामेंट में, उसका जो वैल्यू बढ़ेगी, बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ेगी. Like, it's going to be next level. If you put both nations together, the amount of interest invested in that, and it's just not in those countries. Go and see in the Middle East, in North America, in the UK, Europe, how many NRIs, Indian Pakistanis, watch cricket and take interest in cricket. It's unbelievable, man. I have my friends Ashish, Punter, Vinay, these guys wake up at 3 a.m., 2 a.m. just to watch a India cricket game, and if it's India Pakistan, they'll do anything to watch that game. Anybody will. I will also do the same thing. PCB and BCCI do to know this fact that they'll play along and the tickets are expensive, but the fan facility and ground is shit. All money goes into their pocket. It's simply demand and supply theory. Yeah, and the thing is exactly, and when you make it a rare commodity, जब आप फ्रीक्वेंट नहीं रखते तो लोग और डेस्परेट है देखने के लिए. लोग तो पागल है भाई. मैं इंडिया पाकिस्तान का मैच देखते हैं. In the case, the Indian audience donates to cricket boards through television deals and streaming rights. Yeah, but the thing is, look, these deals now. Let me tell you about the IPL. Okay, I don't know exactly, what. Forgive me, I don't know exactly what the point is, but let me just tell you what my point is in terms of the broadcaster, right? Now the IPL, why is it itna demand and this and that? So that's why it is the highest amount of ads. So now you see the slots. ये My 11 Circle के आप ads देखते, right? उसमें कौन आते हैं? रोहित शर्मा, रणवीर सिंह, प्रीति जिंटा. You know how much money it costs to get these guys in one frame. But they're willing to pay these costs and everything because of the amount of money put in and the amount of interest and everything. So it's the same thing when you have an ICC tournament, when it's an India-Pakistan game, the amount spent on ads, the amount spent on viewers, and the viewers tuning in for the game is next level. आप देखते कभी जियो सिनेमा में जब चेन्नई बेंगलोर का गेम है, एकदम से 20 crore, 50 crore, it goes through the roof. So that's where the broadcaster benefits, because people are tuning in and everything like that, right? And the advertisers also will put more money because their product is being marketed on television, right? For example, chasing the target hai. One day, agar inshallah, God willing, agar IPL ke match ke time pe bota chasing the target for your cricket thing or something, and that ad keeps playing and playing, eventually at least 10% of the viewers will go and search what is chasing the target. For example, आप देखो ये fog, it's so much drilled in your head that people actually go and invest. That's why these advertisers also put that money to the broadcaster, and they say कि भाई अपना product advertise करना ही है ये kind of match में. And where are these matches? When is it at this high level? When it's India versus Pakistan, when it's Chennai versus RCB, when it's Mumbai versus Chennai, and so forth and so forth. But yes, यही खबर है मेन आज. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट न्यूजीलैंड श्रीलंका का मैच चल रहा. आई थिंक इसमें श्रीलंका इन द ड्राइवर सीट और दे probably already won the match. Yes, they won the match. It was a T20 game. And they won with 6 deliveries to spare and over to spare. 4 wickets. They were chasing 135 and they won comfortably. And this New Zealand had Santner in it, mind you. So yeah, Will Young bhi tha, Chapman, Glenn Phillips, Michael Bracewell. But it was Sri Lanka who restricted them. Well, like 3 wickets, 2 wickets for Hasaranga, 2 wickets for Patirana. And yeah, from Sri Lanka's point of view in the chase, it was Asalanka 35-28 not out. And then Kamindu Mendes and Kusal Pereira scoring 20 each and Hasaranga also scoring 22. तो वहाँ पे श्रीलंका हरा दी न्यूजीलैंड को T20 में. टेस्ट में तो ऑलरेडी हरा दी थी. अब यहाँ पे T20 में भी they won the first game. बांग्लादेश अफगानिस्तान का भी मैच चल रहा. अफगानिस्तान नीड 90 रन इन 81 बॉल्स. 5 विकेट्स रिमेनिंग. वो मैच चल रहा. आज इंडिया ए ऑस्ट्रेलिया का मैच खत्म हो गया. ऑस्ट्रेलिया वन. जुरेल ट्राइड अलॉन्ग विद नितीश रेड्डी टू हैव अ पार्टनरशिप बट देन ही गॉट आउट. नितीश रेड्डी गॉट आउट एंड देन प्रसिद्ध कृष्णा केम इन. ही स्कोर्ड क्वाइट अ फ्यू रन्स एज वेल. 20+ मार दिया था उन्हें. लेकिन विद कोटियन आई थिंक दे बोथ हैड अ पार्टनरशिप बट इट वाज नॉट इनफ. आई थिंक 130-140 कुछ चीज था. ऑस्ट्रेलिया डिड लाइक 6 विकेट्स टू स्पेयर. And KL Rao's dismissal, I don't know if you guys saw it, man. It was unbelievable. I couldn't believe it, man. He got nutmegged on a cricket field. I can't believe it. No competition in TV markets after merger. Why would Reliance spend millions on ICC and even international cricket boards? Reliance Jio is not bankrupt. They could survive without India versus Pakistan. Because they want a piece of the cake. It's as simple as that. Because Karthik bhai, what happens is when you have an India-Pakistan game, and for example, if they don't invest that much and then a competitor comes and says, we're going to put this much money in, then they'll be in trouble. Because India-Pakistan game, it's not only bringing interest from 1 billion, right? It's bringing interest from the other side of the continent or like the अपने नेबरिंग कंट्री से भी आपको काफ़ी लोग आ रहे हैं, देख रहे हैं. पाकिस्तान से काफ़ी लोग देखेंगे मैच. सो इट्स लाइक इट इज़ अ हाई थिंग. आई नो you're talking about there is no competition because of the merger and everything like that, but still, like, I don't know exactly that it is. I'll do some more research on that, but I feel that if you keep the price low or you low ball something, then maybe a competition enters and they'll say कि भाई ये डालो इसमें. Will Sanju be dropped when India plays next T20 World Cup? He said moves him to a different format whenever nice. But Sanju is finally performing. He is scoring runs regularly now, consistently. The problem with Sanju Samson was he was not scoring consistently, and he had the odd hundreds against Zimbabwe, he had the odd 100 for Rajasthan, but he was not scoring consistently. Now he's scoring, and yesterday's innings was outstanding. It was beautiful to watch. It was poetry in motion. His shots over covers, over square leg pickup shots, cover drives, they were beautiful to watch. And the fact is he's getting runs, not only in India but in South Africa too, and he's consistently getting runs. So he will definitely be looked at. I'm 100% sure of that. You have to also see Sanju Samson. He had the stats in for certain formats and everything, but at that time there was a lot of competition as well, right? Ashish, वो time पे आपके पास सूर्या, राहुल, श्रेयस अय्यर, ईशान किशन, there was a lot of competition. शुभमन गिल भी आ रहे थे. I agree with you that he should have been looked at, and maybe he was harshly treated. But I think since that T20 World Cup जहाँ पे उन्हें स्क्वाड में था, ठीक है 11 में खेला नहीं, वो जहाँ पे स्क्वाड में था, I think he just made peace with it. He learned a lot. And अगर आप देखो वो इंटरव्यू he did with Vimal Kumar, he said that yes, I was upset that I wasn't selected for the final, but Rohit Sharma had a chat with him. They talked it out, and then he said, "Khalas, this is my captain says," and everything. And he learned a lot from that experience. I think that World Cup experience, and now he knows whenever he gets the chance, just has to make the most of it. It's not easy to do that. Easier said than done, but he's doing it. TV rights are different and media rights are different. It's not about bankruptcy, but your own channel will lose the popularity and decrease the viewers. Below TV shows every game equals viewership. Yeah, 100%. That's a very good point. Ashish, I believe the broadcaster will decide where they want Champions Trophy and what date and time India will play. Look, in terms of time and date, yes, they have a big say, because if you see, why don't India tour New Zealand? When was the last time to New Zealand? क्या 2020 4 साल हो गए, अभी क्यों नहीं जाते न्यूजीलैंड? बिकॉज जब जाते कितने मैच खेलते हैं? 2 टेस्ट खेलते हैं, राइट? उससे ज़्यादा तो खेलते नहीं. T20 वनडे ज़्यादा खेलते हैं. क्यों खेलते हैं? बिकॉज अब देखो टेस्ट मैच का जो टाइम होता है, इट्स लाइक एट 3 AM इंडिया टाइम द स्टार्ट, एंड डे नाइट का फिर भी आप 5-6 बजे शुरू कर सकते हैं, एंड इट कैन गो ऑन अंटिल लाइक 12-1, तो फिर भी आपको कुछ मिल जाता है. मगर क्यों नहीं करते मैचेस? बिकॉज ऑफ दैट. सो द ब्रॉडकास्टर डज इट डेफिनेटली डिक्टेट्स प्ले, it dictates certain things, but yeah, they can't dictate everything. That's one thing as well. So like yes, but yes, they do have a big say. आप IPL का ऑक्शन देख लो भाई. मेरा थ्योरी ये है, IPL का ऑक्शन मेगा इसलिए हो रहा because of the broadcaster, because it is a event, showpiece event, वहाँ पे everyone will be involved. The amount of impressions that will be made on Twitter, auction on Disney Hotstar, auction on Geo Cinema, auction this, that, and everything. And that is why, Rohit Sharma, Rishabh Pant gone for 20 crores, follow on Hotstar. These are all like subtle advertisements and everything. Yeah, that's what it is. But Karthik bhai, it's also the threat of it's also a threat of competition increasing as well. There might be a threat of other people entering the market. You might have if you drop the price, you might have an American investor, you might have someone else like who come in. You have a good point. I'm not arguing with that. I'm not saying ki aapka invalid or anything like that. But I think there is more to it, and I'll definitely do better research on that and come back to you. But I feel that again, it is the fear of competition. It's the fact that it's so popular that yes, you have to put in that amount of money. And like, look, it's a cycle how that works, and I'll do some more research on it. I actually did a course on this, and I need to brush up on it. I have notes on that in terms of advertiser, broadcaster, tournament, and everything. But yeah, I need to do the competition. Haini Reliance destroyed everything. So yeah, but like abhi जो है, have they already merged? Are you sure they already? Because I'm still confused, man. मेरे को एक चीज़ तो समझ में नहीं आती. IPL का मैच फ़ोन पे देखना तो जियो पे देखना, अगर टीवी पे देखना है तो स्टार स्पोर्ट्स पे देखना. तो अभी आप देखो इंडिया का जो मैच है वो थिंग है. So they've merged. Then you're saying that it's one bit, but like will they still show it on different channels? I don't know how it works, man. I need to figure that out. When Sri Lankan cricket team was attacked in Pakistan, why does Pakistan repeatedly? Okay, man, I don't know exactly how to answer that question, but I understand your sentiments. That's all I can say. Mr. Akhilesh Sharma, I can understand your sentiments, but look, it works for both. His merger completed, but March में change होगा, I think. ठीक है, तो मैं भी जब तक competition है मैं समझ सकता हूँ आपकी बात कार्तिक भाई, मैं समझ सकता हूँ. तो मैं उस पर ज़्यादा थोड़ा और रिसर्च करके फिर मैं आपको बताता हूँ. आज वेस्ट इंडीज़ इंग्लैंड का भी पहला T20, आई थिंक वनडे सीरीज़ वेस्ट इंडीज़ जीत गई 2-1. तो अभी पहला T20 है वो ब्रिजटाउन बारबेडोस में 1:30 होगा वो मैच. वो भी दिलचस्प सीरीज़ है. दोनों अच्छे तगड़े टीम्स हैं. एंड इंग्लैंड हैव बीन पोर in the recent past. They haven't really played good cricket, whether it was against Pakistan, whether it was against West Indies in the one-day series. It'll be difficult. Yeah, it's been difficult for them. They need to improve. I will be honest, certainly Star Sports has lost the value after Geo. And Willow TV took over India games. You're unsure where to watch and whether they will show the game or not. The thing is also, man, but the problem is, I'll tell you, like Geo Star Sports, it's split in terms of experts and stuff. Now, some people prefer the Star Sports network in terms of the commentators there and the broad presenters and stuff. But I think in the IPL, the commentators are the same. बट ये जो आपका प्री एनालिसिस पोस्ट मैच एनालिसिस रहता है तो थोड़ा कंफ्यूजिंग हो जाता है मेरे हिसाब से. बट द व्हाट जियो हैज डन, दे हैव डन टू थिंग्स ब्रो. द वंस दे मेड स्ट्रीमिंग फ्री, ओके, एंड देन आफ्टर दैट द अमाउंट ऑफ लैंग्वेजेस एंड एंगल्स यू कैन सी एंड अलग अलग वैरायटीज. सो दे हैव डन that kind of thing. Yes, they've like really made it hard for the competition. Next IPL would be live on both Sports 18 and Star Sports. I think they would rebrand them like Sony and 10. Acha, I feel you, bro. So we'll get into that. I'll do some more research on that and I'll get into that. But the auction, right? If I'm not mistaken, they'll show it on Star Sports and Geo Cinema on the app, right? Like they won't show it on Sports 18, if I'm not mistaken, right? Or will they? रिटेंशन का मैं देखा किस पे देखा मेरे को अभी याद नहीं आ रहा. मैं स्टार स्पोर्ट्स पे देखा. चल स्टार स्पोर्ट्स, जब स्टार स्पोर्ट्स फॉक्स के पास था, दे इन्वेस्ट हेवीली इन क्रिकेट. After Disney brought Fox, then Disney CEO Bob Iger cut down the foreign business. Achha, that's good information to know. Even Australia is a similar thing. If you see now in the Test series, you will have Channel 7 operating and Fox Cricket operating. So over there, the viewers and वहाँ पे commentary भी change होती है. It's not just the pre-match and post-match. If you see Fox Cricket, they'll have Adam Gilchrist, Mark Waugh, what's his name, Isha Goa, Michael Vaughan, Kerry O'Keefe, Mark Howard, and then Channel 7 will have Brad Hodge and Ricky Ponting. I think Akash Chopra was in Channel 7 last time. Harsha Bhogle was on Fox Cricket. So it changes. Damon Fleming was also in Channel 7, so that's what it was. Even वहाँ पे भी कुछ है, वहाँ पे तगड़ा competition कुछ है. सो ये सीन है. और कल मैं बस कंफर्म कर लेता हूँ भाई, दिन बहुत जल्दी जा रहे हैं. कल ऑस्ट्रेलिया पाकिस्तान का थर्ड ओडीआई है, सर डिसाइडर. वहाँ पे पाकिस्तान मेड इट 1-1. दे प्लेड सम इनक्रेडिबल क्रिकेट. आई थिंक द फर्स्ट वन डे द फाइट दे शोड वाज आउटस्टैंडिंग, बट दे डिडंट फिनिश इट ऑफ. सेकंड मैच में उन लोग जिस तरीके से खेले भाई, धो दिए ऑस्ट्रेलिया को. कोई भी एक्सपेक्ट नहीं करा. तगड़ी ऑस्ट्रेलियन टीम थी. जिस तरीके से उन लोग ऑल आउट करे, फिर उसके बाद जो चेस करे साइम अयूब और अब्दुल्ला शफीक, बेहतरीन था. हारिस रऊफ हैज़ बिन आउटस्टैंडिंग परफॉर्म. ऑस्ट्रेलिया द वे पाकिस्तान आर परफॉर्मिंग, इट जस्ट शोज दैट दिस इज अ वेरी इराटिक टीम. एंड यही प्लेयर है जो यूएसए से हारे थे, यही प्लेयर थे जो बांग्लादेश से हारे थे. आई डोंट नो व्हाट्स हैपेंड. आई एम श्योर कुछ डंडा पड़ा या लाइक यू नो दे चेंज द मैनेजमेंट एंड एवरीथिंग, बट व्हाटएवर हैज हैपेंड, दे प्लेइंग मच बेटर cricket right now. India vs Pakistan is overhyped now. Afghanistan versus Pakistan is the game to watch. I mean, that's an incredible game as well. But India, Pakistan, bro, Ashish, whatever we say, some games won't be thing. But like, I'll take you back to Melbourne. I'll take you to New York. I'll take you to the Asia Cup. जब अफरीदी छक्के मारा था अश्विन के खिलाफ. I'll take you to the ICC T20 World Cup final 2007. Misbah ul Haq. It's just, man, it brings that value, bro. It just has that pedigree, right? You know what you say. I understand Afghanistan, Pakistan games are incredible. I've been to them. I love it. Like, you know, शारजाह में मैं देखा पीक को, जो नसीम शाह छक्के मारा था, वो भी देखा दुबई में जहाँ पे आसिफ अली मारा था. I didn't see the Delhi one here where with Afghanistan won. There was a crazy game in England as well, if you remember 2019 पाकिस्तान अफगानिस्तान का, जहाँ पे वहाब रियाज आके मारा था शायद एंड में. So they're incredible games, but just the pedigree that India Pakistan holds, yes, there is overhype, but rightly so, right? Like if you see Melbourne, how can you recreate that? As a cricket fan, and you in particular as a Virat Kohli fan, you'll never forget that match, never. And like me and you both would, if we knew that was going to happen, we would have made our way to Australia, like, and left everything. Right, like it was just that kind of game, and that's the beauty of India versus Pakistan cricket. Yes, look, every game is not going to be entertaining, every game is not going to be thinking, there will be one-sided matches and all that, but there were one-sided games when we were growing up too, right? अगर आप देखो शारजाह में कितने मैच इंडिया हारे थे पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ, कितने मैच हारे थे, कोका कोला कप ये वो कितने हारे थे, फिर भी इंडिया पाकिस्तान का गेम हाइप बनता था जब वर्ल्ड कप में था या जहाँ पे भी था. यहाँ पे भी आप देखो India dominating the last 20 years, but Pakistan have some big wins. The Champions Trophy final, they've won a trophy as well. You know, that 10-wicket victory against India in Dubai in the 2021 World Cup. So they've had their victories too, but there's just been some crazy close games. So what rehta. New York maybe I was there. It was low scoring, but it was an incredible match, man. I'll be very honest with you. It was a top game. Like just being there. Even on TV, I'm sure, just being there in the crowd and just like, you know, the way the match was going from one end to the other, the way India pulled it back, defended, it was a good game, man. I really enjoyed it. Only Prime and Netflix have the money to compete, but they're limited to online stream. But that's the thing, right? If you lower the price, Karthik bhai, what if they come into the market, into the competition? But if you ignore all of the financial aspects, बुरा तो हो रहा है पाकिस्तान के साथ. या बिल्कुल 100%, बिकॉज देखो उन लोग का तो ऑलरेडी दे दिए थे कि आईसीसी आपको करना है होस्ट, दैट्स इट. तो उन लोग को तैयारी करना है, ये वो उनके अलग गलतियां हैं, उनके अलग प्रॉब्लम्स इश्यूज़ हैं, मैं मानता हूँ. लेकिन ये बात तो है कि यू नो उन लोग को असाइन कर दिए थे और आप इतना लेट डिसीजन ले रहे, तो उनको बैकलैश तो आएगा वहाँ से, उन लोग भी गुस्से में आएंगे. तो दे विल बी अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स. 50% ऑडियंस के साथ खेल सकते थे एंड स्टेइंग एट अमृतसर. या वो हो सकता था, राइट? ट्रैवलिंग टू लाहौर एंड अमृतसर, दैट्स अ गुड शाउट. दैट कुड हैव हैपेंड. I don't know what it was, but like, look, the players, they might be comfortable or not comfortable or whatever it is. They might say, yes, we'll go. Look, no player will say, I'm not going to play Champions Trophy. They will say, we'll play. Yes, they might not be comfortable. They might have issues, but it's not the players who are dictating this. They don't have a say. They can't say कि भाई जाना है या नहीं जाना है. अगर गवर्नमेंट बोली कि भाई जाना है, फिर कल बैग उठा के जाना पड़ता. So the decision is in the hands of the government in this situation. I'm just seeing if the 11s are announced for the Pakistan thing. No, it's not Australia ka. But there will be no Mitchell Starc, there will be no Pat Cummins, there will be no Josh Hazelwood, there will be no Steve Smith. So Marcus Stoinis will probably be back. Spencer Johnson, Xavier Bartlett, Lance Morris. These guys. Lance Morris is a quick bowler. He might have a thing. Faiz कहाँ है? Faiz दावत के लिए गए Saturday night. He's gone for a dinner party. He's gone for a dinner. So he asked me if I could do the stream. I said, sure, boss, why not? तो ही इज़ नॉट देयर. होपफुली he'll join us tomorrow. कल ये मैच भी इंडिया का ही भी मैच कल ही है ना. एक बार चेक कर लेता हूँ. हाँ, कल ही इंडिया का मैच 7:30 को है. तो 8:30 को कल था, फ्राइडे को. अभी संडे के दिन 7:30 को होगा पीक IPL टाइम साउथ अफ्रीका इंडिया. एंड दैट्स अगेन एक्साइटिंग मैन. द वे इंडिया प्लेड वाज आउटस्टैंडिंग. आई डिड नॉट एक्सपेक्ट दैट कन्विंसिंग काइंड ऑफ विक्ट्री. विद द बैट वाज ऑल संजू सैमसन, सूर्य कुमार एंड तिलक वर्मा contributed well. Then with the bowling, man, I think Varun Chakravarti was outstanding. He's learnt a lot, he's improved a lot. आपको याद है वर्ल्ड कप में ये वही पाकिस्तान जो 10 विकेट से हराई थी इंडिया को, जिस तरीके से उन्हें इम्प्रूव करा, वहाँ से इंजरीज भी हुए उसको. He was bowling really well. Even Ravi Bishnoi bowled pretty well as well, and it was a very good bowling performance. He fielded well, and batting so yeah, Sanju Samson was unbelievable. Private Netflix will offer deals, but the ICC and international boards will receive a lot less than they're currently receiving. Faiz Bhai on date. If you want me to tell the truth, no, he went with his friends for dinner. So yeah, he didn't go on a date. Australia's team looks rusty right now, but as the summer started, they'll get back. Yeah, and the red ball India, they're all focused on that, man. Yes, other fans will say that Pakistan outplayed, and look, rightly so, we can't take it away from Pakistan, right? Like, ठीक है, उनके player नहीं खेल रहे last match, but still, जब उनके player थे सारे, they still beat them. And they still almost beat them in the first game too. So yeah, they do look rusty. They're making issues, but there's also cracks over there. If you see, like, Mitchell Stark, Hazelwood, and Cummins, I feel that they can get tired. We can get them tired. And look, Nathan Lyon will be fresh and stuff, but they're also aging team. They're not the youngest, fittest. Like, of course they're fit, but they're not the youngest team that Australia that we expect. And 5 tests agar khelna hai, they'll have to make rotations. If you're gonna play Hazelwood, Stark, Cummins, Lyon all 5 games, it will be rough. They're not on the same age they were 3-4 years ago. I'm not saying that India will win, but I'm just saying that they should look at this and say that, like, कहाँ हम लोग वो कर सकते हैं. मगर आपकी बात बिल्कुल सही है कि एकदम से फॉर्म पकड़ ले सकते स्टीव स्मिथ, लबुशेन, कमिंस, इन लोग, और फिर कोई जवाब नहीं अपने पास. ये भी हो सकता है ना. सो लाइक वो भी सही बात है आपकी. सो यस, संडे को इंडिया वर्सेस साउथ अफ्रीका का गेम है. नेक्स्ट 3rd T20 13th को, वेंसडे को है, फ्राइडे 15th को हुआ है. Rohit Sharma traveling but won't play first test. What's the point of going if you know you might need to fly back during first test? I support the decision to stay family, but yet I see calm na karo. Is it confirmed that he'll be traveling? So the team is supposed to depart in 2 batches on the 10th and 11th. So kal or parso. 11th or 12th? 10th or 11th. I think 10th and 11th, but there should be 2 flights going. I don't know if Rohit Sharma is on that. 1:30 AM को मैच है. इंग्लैंड वेस्ट इंडीज़ का बोल रहे हैं आप? वो भी है. लिवरपूल एस्टन विला भी है वो टाइम पे. आप कौन सी मैच के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं? आज की बात कर रहे हैं आप? 1:30 AM को मैच. Yeah, England versus West Indies, first T20. That should be exciting. 2 strong teams. Rohit Sharma, Gambhir, Agarkar, and Jay Shah had a 6-hour meeting yesterday. What happened in the meeting, Mr. Ibrahim Bhai? What happened? What did they discuss? What came out of that? What were the leaks? I mean, I should be telling you this, but can you tell me this? Because I was aware of the meeting, but I didn't get any bites from that. So I'm sure it was a very serious meeting because देखो आप 3-0 हार चुके हैं घर पे न्यूजीलैंड के खिलाफ. अभी आप बहुत चैलेंजिंग टूर पे जा रहे हैं ऑस्ट्रेलिया, डाउन अंडर, with very low confidence. So I'm sure it was a serious meeting. It was a meeting for to see what they can do better over there. But I don't know what the issues are also. And when you have losses like this, there could be trouble in paradise in terms of management, players, this and that can also start to creak in. I'm not saying it's there right now, but if you start losing in Australia, it can happen. You remember 2011-12, there's issues with Sehwag and Dhoni, and this is all after the 11 World Cup. That 2012 tour, 11-12 tour, there was a lot of issues over there. Dhoni dropping with the senior players and stuff like that for games, picking and choosing. Sehwag coming in the press conference and talking as well. And that what happens because they lost that टेस्ट सीरीज़ 4-0 और समथिंग या 5-0. फिर उसके बाद वनडे सीरीज़ ट्रायंगुलर था. T20 में था, बहुत लंबे टूर थे यार वो टाइम पे. और आपको याद है उससे पहले तो और लंबे VB सीरीज़ भी चलता था, ट्राई सीरीज़. क्रेजी रहता था. There used to be long, man. You should play each other twice, thrice, and then there used to be a best of 3 final. Remember ऑस्ट्रेलिया में बेस्ट ऑफ 3 फाइनल होता था. Real Madrid finally winning 4-0. Vinicius Junior hat trick. There were discussion on the New Zealand series. Also, the concerns of the backup openers not being convincing, and Rohit Sharma should be available from. Acha, they want Rohit Sharma to be available on the first test. Look, I mean, Virat Kohli has not traveled for personal reasons. He's not played series for personal reasons. The most recent was in England, against England in India. And Rohit Sharma has been supportive of that, and as captain, everything. So when he asks for that, I'm sure he expects people to understand as well. I understand the complexity of the tour and the seriousness of the tour, but I mean, if there is a if there is a family thing, then if he's giving other people that opportunity, then he also deserves every opportunity to go over there. That's all I can say on that. एंड वॉट एवर इट इज़, अब उसको जाना है वहाँ पे, उसको प्रेशर डाल रहे होंगे कि भाई आशीष पहले टेस्ट मैच जाओ वहाँ पे, एटलीस्ट रोग अगर कुछ हुआ तो फिर वापस आओ, लाइक वॉट एवर इट इज़ वो. बट आइडियली आई डोंट थिंक ही वुड हैव गॉन फॉर दैट फर्स्ट टेस्ट मैच. इफ ही वुड हैव वेटेड फॉर एवरीथिंग टू सॉर्ट आउट, देन ही वुड गो फॉर द सेकंड टेस्ट. Football, it's Super Saturday. Yes, the Brighton Man City game is starting in 5 minutes. If you have Haaland in your fantasy team, be looking at that. Then you have Liverpool, Aston Villa. These games are late now, man, in India. 1:30 Liverpool, Aston Villa. It starts in the night at the same time as the England West Indies match. Tomorrow there is Chelsea, Arsenal, Man United, Leicester City. Man United with a new manager. No, not with the new manager. Ruud van Nistelrooy, my favorite player. My favorite player growing up of all time, Ruud van Nistelrooy, will be coaching his last game at Old Trafford. Just checking the Bangladesh, Afghanistan. Oof, wickets went. Now 2 wickets left. It was 5 wickets left when I last told you. Now 72-51 needed for Afghanistan, and only 2 wickets left. Who's taken the wickets? 2 for Mehdi Hassan, 1 for Mustafiz, 2 for Nasoom Ahmed, and Sharaf Allah has taken a wicket. Hey, stay at home, man. Once family matter is done, then go and play. नहीं तो focus भी messed up होता है. But अब उसको pressure कौन डाल रहे, कौन क्या बोल रहे, उसको जाओ नहीं जाओ, वो मुझे समझ में नहीं. I don't know exactly what the situation. India and Pakistan do not have a relationship like Iran and United States. Iran, I do not think there should be a problem with not going there. We shouldn't treat Pakistan by past events. Accept your opinions, sir. Again, everyone will have their opinions and everything. I think yours is also an opinion. Australia team का comment check करो. क्या comment है भाई? क्या comment है? किधर देखो? Instagram पे देखो. कहाँ है comment? I can't see if you can tell me what the comment is. Daylight savings, so they have put their 1 hour. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, daylight saving. So even I used to live in Canada, so over there, but it wouldn't affect us that much because, I mean, it would affect us actually. What am I saying? It affects because when you're not in the area where you have daylight saving, then when you're watching matches which has daylight saving, it messes up and vice versa. So in Canada, I used to have problem with cricket, but not for football. Here I have more problem with football, not cricket. That's how I would put it. Rohit Sharma will miss 2 crucial matches, first one at Perth and second pink ball test. And the problem is, man, that pink ball test, we saw what happened last time around Adelaide में 36 all out हो गए थे, and again Adelaide में है वहीं रखे match चुन के, and Perth भी वो है, and over there you need solid openers over there, and look KL Rahul, they've tried to squeeze in him as opener, उन्हें तो अपने आप को कुबरी कर दिया, he's nutmegged himself bold in that last innings. Isarwan's not getting runs, Ruturaj not getting runs. So yeah, you used to live in Canada. Where? That's crazy. Me too. I used to live, yes, in Canada in Mississauga. I lived there for 10 years. I moved there in 2011, and I was there till 2022. And I still visit once a year. So hopefully next time, if you're free, we'll catch up. I remember the first time I went to Canada was 2006 during the Football World Cup. After the Football World Cup, right after the final. The Italy-France final, I went to the I would thought at that time there's a lot of Italian fans still because I went like 2 days after the final, and there was like a lot of Italian fans over there and stuff with their flags and so happy, like in downtown and stuff. So yeah, that was the first time I went to Canada, 2006, and then I used to go there from 2006 every year until 2011 in the summer, and then 2011 because my brother shifted their university 2007, so every year I used to go until 2011. Then 11 I moved there myself. It's a nice place, buddy. Ramanullah Gurbaz. Oh, from Ashish yesterday, Mugs at Celebrity. That was a good story, man. Hurricanes कोचर शुरू हो गया मेंस बिग बैश नहीं वुमेन्स का है शायद ये वुमेन्स का चल रहा है अभी भी. Any changes you like to see in that India game? I think they won't change much. I was very surprised to see three spinners. South African conditions में आप 3 spinner खिला दिए. And South Africa also bowled the spinners in the power play, Maharaj, Markram and stuff, but the Indian spinners were much more effective. You know, they bowled much better, and you know, especially it was a very small ground. वहाँ पे spinner को मारना, you know, अगर लग गया तो फिर हर ball छक्का जा सकता था. But they bowled so well, and there was something in the pitch there for them as well. They read the pitch well. Surya Kumar Yadav. Do you see India going Billy Gill as opener and rest Milord? Yeah, I see that happening because we believe in recency bias, and Jurel has had a fantastic tour so far. He scored 100 in the first innings, 50 in the second innings. So had a really good tour so far, and that's sort of thing. Most superstar with Siraj, yes. We had a very good conversation. Siraj, very nice guy, man, very chilled guy, and wished him best of luck as well for that Australia tour. And like I said, they're going to go in 2 batches. So the players in the relative cities, they'll go to Mumbai, and then tomorrow there'll be 1 batch going. I think day after another batch going. Rain threat. Matches in Khabar Kha, right? Khabar Kha is the home of the Sunrisers. Oh my God. This has picked up another. Khabar Kha weather. Sunday. It's showing 11 a.m. 40%. When is the match? 7:30 India time, so around 4 or 5 p.m. South Africa time. Yes, there is 50%, then 30%, then 60%, then 50%, then 30%, then 40% from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. local time, which is around the match time. So other chances है. कल भी chances थे. If you saw, it was very gloomy. There was prediction for rain. It was it was gloomy as well when the game started, but we had a full match. But again, tomorrow, yes, there are chances for rain over there. And Khabar Kha, let's see, where is the Australia game? Where is Pakistan? That game, Australia and India, nahi bhai. Australia, Pakistan is in Perth. That's where Australia will also play their first test. Perth. Weather forecast. It's all clear in Perth, so we'll have a full game there. But again, in the वहाँ पे जो खबर खा में जो है वहाँ पे there is some chance of rain 40 to 50% throughout the evening when the match is supposed to take place. But fingers crossed that we get a full game of cricket, and yeah, if not, then it'll become a best of 3 series there. The auction as well, you know, stay tuned with trying our best to increase our production and everything, so hopefully we will be covering that auction and the Australia tour. Both these events will be on our radar, so make sure you keep joining in, like, subscribe, अपनों को जितना भी आप support कर सकते करिए. We really enjoy, like, you know, Ashish joined. I understand, like, you know, it's difficult for him because of the time difference, but he's joined. Ibrahim bhai always joins. Shakil bhai आके चले आते, Karthik bhai, all these guys join, and it helps us as well to create conversation and talk. 4:30 ऐसे time the match starts. Sure about that. 4:30, yeah. So I mean it should be 8 o'clock, yeah. 7:30. Okay, 4:30. I won't argue with you. You live there, so 4:30. Let's take your word for it, buddy. It would be interesting to see the pitch in Australia. No rain, it's summer. Made exactly, man. Australia, क्या मजा आता है. Like, I love the Australian summer. Me and Ashish are both fans of the Australian summer, and it started on Monday in Melbourne. with that first one day, and now it's going to continue all the way till January, February, March, and yes, we're going to have the Border Gavaskar Trophy there as well, and hopefully it's going to be a good contest. And in between, again, I don't know what you guys think about, like, why the hell did the broadcast, if the, broadcaster dictate stuff or whatever, BCCI and everything, why the hell did they put the auction on match time, man? Because it's difficult for us also. वो भी cover करना है, ये भी cover करना है, then it doesn't make sense, man. Like, एक ही time पे. New Perth Stadium using drop-in pitches, all pitches would be the same, right? I don't think so, bro. It's a good question. Why drop-in pitches all the same? It could be, it could not be, man. I mean, New York, they were all the same or similar. But yeah, if they're baking the pitches somewhere else, they might be similar unless they use for each pitch different ingredients. Australia have added Josh Phillip, Xavier Bartlett, Spencer Johnson, and Lance Morris. Yes, sir, I saw that. Lance Morris, very quick bowler, exciting prospect. Let's see if he can, on Perth, extract that juicy pace. And again, it's like, it's in the optics, it's not in the waka, but still I expect there to be pace. Pakistan also do have the bowlers, and I feel Pakistan actually have done well in Australia. Man, they reached a final in the T20 World Cup there. Now they're 1-1 there in the recent past, but in general, I don't think they've won a series long time in Australia. पिछले 10-15 साल से तो हार रहे हैं वहाँ पे. But if they win tomorrow, it will be a great comeback for them. Still long way to go. Like, they need to do well in the Champions Trophy. They need to pick up their test cricket and everything away from home as well. But yes, Western Australia में rain नहीं होता, but in Eastern Australia we have recently seen rain interruptions during women's big bashes. Yes, I remember the Adelaide Strikers and Brisbane game. No, that was today. It was another game where, yes, there was rain. Today, the Adelaide Strikers played Brisbane. I think it was Jemmy versus Smithy, man. What was the score? What was the score there? Series. Big Bash, Women's Big Bash, WBBL 2024. Yes, it was Brisbane versus Adelaide. Brisbane won by 8 runs. Jamie Rodriguez 61 of 40, and then Smithy, how much did she make? She made 6 of 6. So yeah, it was Jamie's team that won. Shaheen Naseem have lost their pace. They bowl around 135, whereas Stark Cummins is constantly bowling 140 plus. And still Pakistan, like, they were more, I think it's Haris Rauf. I think you're right, like, they have lost their pace a bit, but it was Haris Rauf which was making these breakthroughs. It'll be interesting to see what his pace was. Because he was the one who was changing the game in both matches. If you saw in Melbourne as well, his spell, because in the beginning Naseem and Shaheen were not that effective. I agree with you. They have lost the pace. And Stark Cummins, I think they got it wrong, especially in the last, but they had a low score to defend. And also the pitch, I think, became better for batting. Well, definitely I agree with that Shaheen and उन लोग का पेस हो, बट हारिस अच्छा डाल रहा था, पेस के साथ डाल रहा था, गुस्से में दिख रहा था. एंड वही जो टेपिया बोलते थे, टिप बॉल प्लेयर है, इन्हें है, ये वो है. He was trying to prove a message to them. Hasnain lost pace as well. He used to bowl. Yes, Hasnain का action में थोड़ा dodgy दिखता है मेरे को, but Haris Rauf is the one who's on fire, man, right now. And Pakistan really haven't utilized spinners and stuff too. Like, so yeah. Wasim Akram on country says that our rehabilitation center is not high class. Naseem ka kare to operation kar diya elbow ka. Why degrading on board? They just put everything. And that's the thing, like, with the, it's a very controversial thing. And you'll see that in like India, Pakistan, when they're doing well, you'll, you'll find negatives. When they're doing bad, you'll keep bouncing. It's all, we live in that kind of thing. Well, one thing Wasim Akram said, which was very funny, man. Like, so if you remember in that Melbourne game, who was it? Abdullah Shafiq or let me just see who it was. I don't know exactly. It was Ghulam's dismissal. I think it was David Warner said it's not Multan, it's MCG, baby, when he got out. And then Wasim Akram, when Labuschagne, was it Labuschagne or who got out? No, Jake Fraser McGurk, not Labuschagne. Jake Fraser McGurk, when he got out, Wasim Akram is like, this is not IPL bowlers, baby. So there is some banter going on there as well. And you have to be, man, on the point over there, because the Australian commentators will rip into you, the media will rip into you. They know how to banter, they get under your skin. So I think Wasim Akram is understanding that. तो उन्हें भी पलटा के जवाब दे दे रहा जब मौका मिल रहा उसको. That was a good comment. Oh my god, man. I had Fabian on the bench, bro. Don't tell me all that. Harris' experience is in Big Bash has helped him in this series. Yeah, and look, he was even in that game, जहाँ विराट कोहली उसको मारा था वो over में, he was bowling really well the first 2 3 overs. Remember, he got the wicket over Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul, or something like that. He was bowling well, and then it was just that one over where Virat Kohli, and he also says Haris Rauf. I've seen him say it in press conferences. I've attended press conferences where Haris Rauf said like Virat Kohli is just a once in generational player. So those things happen, and look, then he went into that probably affected him. That over did affect him, no matter what he says, no matter how, how you think. It's shown everywhere at every single point, right? So I'm sure it's affected him, but now he's coming back. And look, that's the same bowler who got smashed by USA, like who couldn't defend 12, 13, 14 runs in that last over against USA. Now he's bowling like this in Australia. So I can't really pinpoint the exact problem, but whatever it is, it just shows that there is talent there. They were not playing to their potential in the T20s and everything. And right now also we won't get overexcited and say they're the best team or anything like that, because it's just a one series, but it will be a very good improvement. Like if they beat England at home and then beat Australia and Australia, it'll be a much needed improvement. I wonder where Pat Cummins and Hardik Pandya got treatment. Hardik Pandya didn't take help in NCA, but came back strong after 21. Was it the Mumbai Indians who planned something for him there? क्या बोलते हैं उन लोगों का, एनसीए तो नहीं बोलते, मुंबई इंडियंस का क्या बोलते हैं उन लोगों का वहाँ पे ट्रीटमेंट कुछ, दे टुक केयर ऑफ इट और समथिंग, दैट्स व्हाट आई वाज हियरिंग. पैट कमिंस का तो सनराइजर्स तो आई डोंट थिंक दे डिड, आई डोंट नो वेयर ही डिड इट. Pat Cummins might have done in Australia, bro. I'm not exactly sure where he got his treatment. Grace Harris, Elisa Perry. So yeah, tomorrow join us again where we look at the Pakistan-Australia one day, and then we look at the India versus South Africa T20 as well. It'll be a lot of fun. It's Super Sunday cricket-wise tomorrow as well. There'll be football too. So very busy, hectic schedule. Bumrah too, Alzari Joseph भी, Mumbai Indians gave treatment to them. Also Jofra Archer, right? Jofra Archer also had some treatment, right? From Mumbai. उसको तो न्यूयॉर्क कुछ भिजा दिए थे वहाँ पे. And now they have a tie-up, right, with the MI New York and all that as well. So they probably have like that link up and facilities and everything. And अभी तक मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा, how did Mumbai Indians? I'm looking at the board right now. Bumrah 18 crores, Sky 16.35, Pandya 16.35, Rohit Sharma 16.3. How the hell did they retain all these guys, man, in that value? How? Klassen going for 23. You've got Virat Kohli going for 21. How did all these guys agree for under 20, man? What is it? And that's why, I mean, according to Fez, it's nothing. They're just getting older and they're okay with that amount of money, but I don't agree with that. I just don't know how they convince them. And Rohit Sharma especially, who was stripped off the captaincy without his knowledge. Gujarat, I think, might get Ishan Kishan, man. That's how I'm looking at it. They have remaining purse of 69 crore, which is decent. And Pant will go big, Iyer will go big. Either one of Rahul or Kishan will go big. I'm predicting Rahul to go big. So then Kishan might go and join Shubman Gill there in the Gujarat Titans. And yeah, कुछ तो है भाई आशीष वहाँ पे, या तो sponsorships या investments या जो भी है, कुछ तो है. Sorry, I'm really, apologies for the yawning, everything. I just, with the amount of cricket happening and stuff, thoda comes neend ho rahi, but I will be back hopefully with full energy. Just cricket, football, the timings are a bit tough, but and then we've been working on things over here to help enhance this podcast in terms of quality. So hopefully you'll see that soon. And the Mooks Fairs are also working hard, and everybody is working hard to help improve that. Kalina auction wouldn't feel the same if India loses first match. I mean, yeah, I see where you're coming from, but उसका अलग रहेगा, इसका अलग रहेगा मेरे हिसाब से. You just have to separate both the entities, enjoy the auction and then enjoy the game, and then, because what's going to happen if India lose, then they'll say अरे खाली पैसा auction, and if they win, then everything will be merry. So it all depends on results. KKR wasted 12 crore as they didn't pay it to anyone, and yeah, man, what the hell, Ibrahim? But I don't understand why they did that. Just looking at this, because in my thing it was they spent 57 crore. That means they should have 60 something, but they have 51 crore left, and you were the one who helped me with that math. So better they should have just retained somebody else, man, or they should have just given some like Drinko extra money. They just wasted that money. Like, where does that money go? Session P Pramtha World Cup semis, meh. Otherwise, each player is 25 crores. They always. So I'm not shocked. Yeah, look, the thing is, I don't know the exact value if they go into the auction, but they will be close to that 20 crore mark, right? For Bumrah, for Rohit, for Sky, for Pandya. I understood if Bumrah went like for if it was retained for 20 to 23 and 18 for Pandya and 18 for Sky, and then they let go of Rohit or something like that, then it would have made more. That was what I was predicting, because मैं तो mathematics कर रहा था, यहाँ पे तो math ही उड़ा दिए उन लोग, like value ही कम कर दिए, right? Like my estimation of the value of each player was completely different of what Mumbai retained them for. The closest Bumrah, but even there I think he's undervalued. So अगर आप पूरन 21, 22 ले रहा भाई 25 crore. No, like the thing is, like, I mean, like these players, Karthik bhai, what Ashish bhai is trying to say is that these players are 20 plus probably, man, like in terms of their value. Delhi Capitals have 76.25 crore. They have money to spend. They'll probably go for captain, might go for a year because they need to replace Pant. Punjab will definitely go for Pant. I think they will get him also. Where will Butler go? Arshdeep might be retained by Punjab. LSG have 69 crore, not bad. Rajasthan don't have much money. They have less than Sunrisers and Mumbai, like 41 or 42. Ooh, so I think the biggest spenders will be Punjab, RCB, and then Delhi, right? RCB have 83 crore remaining. Delhi have 76, and Punjab like 100 and what? 100 and Punjab kithe? 110.5. They get sponsorship deals while foreign players don't have sponsorship deals. Virat, for example, receives a large money from Qatar Airways due to the RCB. I understand that, but Virat Kohli is also getting 21 crore in the as a retention money or auction money, whatever you want to call it. That is where I'm a bit baffled, mate, that he didn't get that much money. What's up? So yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Chennai also 55 crore. Chennai ko lenge. Chennai smart buys karte reh sakte. I just want to see how the teams with the smaller purses, because also I want to see the list of the auction, right? Like if the big players like Pant, Rahul, Iyer, Butler, Stark, Arshdeep, Siraj, Chahal, if they come in the first bracket and everything, then the players who have big purses, their purses will start going down. And then when you have the mid players like the Avesh Khans and stuff like that, then I think there will be more equal bidding. That's how I look at it. Hardik Pandya left GT because they don't give him sponsorship share. Achha. Or Mumbai Indians gave him an offer that he couldn't refuse, Mr. Karthik. KKR retained 4 cap players, so they needed to spend 61 crore in total on those 4 retention. Ended up spending only 49 crore. Should have given extra to Rinko Russell. Yeah, they should बांट लेना था, right? इतना क्या 10-12 करोड़ उसमें से बांट लेना था, उसको 2 करोड़ extra देके खत्म कर देना था. I agree with you. It's funny, man. 10-15 करोड़ कहीं नहीं जा रहा है उन लोगों का. It's waste. Don't waste the money. Final comments and questions, let me know tomorrow again. Like I said, hopefully we'll come live after the Pakistan-Australia game, then we'll come live after the India-South Africa game as well. 2 lives like we did yesterday. I'm looking forward to it. Perth, though, it looks like we'll have a full game. And then वही देखना है साउथ अफ्रीका में whether it's going to rain or not. वहाँ पे भी समर ही है, but थोड़ा सा समर लेट शुरू हुआ शायद. रोहित ओडिया एंड टेस्ट कैप्टन, स्काई T20 कैप्टन, हार्दिक वाइस कैप्टन, बुमराह वाइस कैप्टन, टेस्ट इंडिया प्लेयर्स प्लस कैप्टन, and you're telling me that they are less than 20 careers each. Yeah, I think they're close to 20. Like even like if you like, they're not 16, they're like 18 plus, right, for sure. Like if they went into the auction, Punjab would have spent, I think, 20 crore on Rohit Sharma. Punjab would have spent 20 crore on Hardik Pandya. They would have spent 20 crore on Rohit Sharma. Hardik Pandya, Surya Kumar also they would have spent. They would have spent 20 crore also on, who did I say, Hardik Pandya? Yeah, these guys, all four guys, they would have spent close to 20 crores. Those who have entered the auction will not seek sponsorship deals. They made mistake or maybe the owners refuse to share sponsorship. But it's not allowed, man. What is the sponsorship money, man? कार्तिक भाई ये सब में हमारे को कहाँ लिखा हुआ है ये तो अलाउड नहीं है स्पॉन्सरशिप डील ये वो लाइक उन लोग कर देते वो अलग बात है मगर ये सेट रूल नहीं है कि तो just because they have like a more money and they have more sponsorship opportunities and everything they're utilizing that. So what are they're leveraging their power, right? Which is not that, then that doesn't make it a level playing field. If you look at it like if it was a level playing field, then they, then everyone gets that value and then khalas. But वैसा तो फिर भाई कैसा like then what is the point of having everyone giving equal budget अरे per same है per वो है अगर आप रोहित शर्मा को 16 में ले रहे अगर हमने ऑक्शन में गया तो मतलब 25 देना पड़ता और आप यहाँ 16 में ले रहे so then like how is that fair, bro? It's not fair and I don't think it's this sponsorship deals and stuff like this is all on the table. I don't think this is like something that is a given. Now we'll spend 20 crores on Pant, Ricky and Pant. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, Punjab, like for example, Delhi Capitals, they could have retained, Rishabh Pant for 17, 18. He'll go on the thing, he'll get close to 20 for sure, man. He'll get 20 plus, I think. Yeah, Karthik Bhai Gill का भी कुछ है क्या चक्कर because he's written 16.5 whereas Rashid 18. If they won't share, then why would Virat feature in Qatar always TV ad? He charges like 20 crore for TV and ad. But Bhaijan, Virat Kohli is also getting that money in the auction. That's what I'm saying. He's getting 20. He's getting his value too. I'm not denying that you get sponsorship, this, that, and everything. But what are they getting that like I think it must be much more than that then because Virat Kohli is still getting, despite all his sponsorship deals and everything, he's getting 21 crore in the auction, in the retention. Right, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Why aren't these guys getting that money? That's what I'm saying. विराट कोहली की वैल्यू और रोहित शर्मा की वैल्यू सिमिलर ही होती ना यहाँ में 5 करोड़ का फर्क है भैया मैं ये तो बता रहा हूँ आपको क्यों है फर्क स्पॉन्सरशिप तो इसको भी मिल रही है आप बोल रहे हैं कोहली को मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ अब फैज लाइक आई डोंट हैव एनी प्रूफ सो लाइक आई कांट रियली से एनीथिंग दैट्स व्हाई Faiz says you don't have proof, you can't say anything, and there's that he plays by the book. He's saying nahi kuch bhi nahi hai, but by those numbers just don't sit with me. Punjab has 4 RTM. Who do you think they will use it for? I think Ashdeep Rabada, Livingston, Jitesh Sharma. I agree. That's what I would do. Jitesh Sharma, they could do for Ashutosh, but I don't know if they'll do for Ashutosh. Yeah, Jitesh Sharma sounds okay. Ashdeep for sure, Rabada for sure, Livingston for sure. I would do it, man. Rabada is great bowler, man, outstanding. He's reached a semi-final and a final in the last 2 events in the ICC tournaments. T20 में final पहुंचा, he bowled really well in that World Cup. Spell against Afghanistan was very good as well, if I'm not mistaken. Auction prices like match fees for them, or you could say league fee for them. They get sponsorship share. There are a lot of articles on it. I'm not denying that, but I'm saying that like this is under the table, right? And I'm saying, how come Virat Kohli is still getting paid like similar to value and these guys are not? Why the numbers not matching the mathematics? How can you afford all these guys in that purse? These big players. It's not possible, bro. I'm telling you, लोग auction में आए तो 20 करोड़ ही आते हैं लोग 20 करोड़ हिट टीच करते चारों के चार हार्दिक पांड्या सूर्या कुमार यादव बुमराह रोहित शर्मा ये चारों के चार 20 करोड़ हिट करते हैं भैया तिलक वर्मा भी अगर ऑक्शन में आया तो 8 करोड़ से ज़्यादा तो मिलेगा भाई उसको अगर उन्हें साउथ अफ्रीका में और 2-3 इनिंग खेल लिया तो आशुतोष विल गेट बैक एंड 4 करोड़ Ashutosh, they went Prabhasingh over Ashutosh. What are your thoughts on that? I mean, yeah, recency bias would probably say Ashutosh overall player. Who do you think is better? Ibrahim, I notified pretty about the same players. She said anything for you, love, we will our team. These players, I mean, they're very good players, and Punjab always had good teams. I don't think the auction is the problem for them. Auction, they'll have fun, they'll do a good job. The problem is on the field for Punjab. What are your thoughts on RCB cutting 3 crore from Pathan and adding it to Kohli to increase 21 crore? बेचारा उसका कट गया बट विराट कोहली ही इज गोना चार्ज टॉप डॉलर सो इट इज़ व्हाट इट इज़ इट लुक्स लाइक But yeah, I kind of feel bad for Patidar, but he could have gone to the auction if he thought he'll get more. So I think it's okay. But the way you said it, cut and stuff, yeah, I feel bad for him. Like you shouldn't cut anybody's salary like that, bro. वो भी किसी और को increase करने के चक्कर में. Virat would ask to be retained on 1 crore if he bring market value and sponsorship. But did he, bro? Market value and sponsorship dates to RCP and he will ask 80% of share retain. भाई ये सब ठीक है, but did he? मैं यही तो बोल रहा हूँ. मैं नंबर में देख रहा हूँ विराट कोहली के, मैं नंबर देख रहा हूँ निकोलस पूरन के, मैं नंबर देख रहा हूँ हेनरी क्लासन के 23 करोड़, पूरन 21 करोड़, विराट कोहली 21 करोड़. मैं नंबर देख रहा हूँ, जो भी है उन लोग 1 करोड़ में तो रिटेन हुए नहीं, तो ये लोग कैसा 16-16 में हो रहे हैं. Haaland scored. Oh baby, my captain. Thank you. Oh my God. First time Haaland is a differential. And he scored, man. Oh my God. I've been captaining this guy for every game week. And he hasn't given me anything in the last few weeks. We need. He's got a hat-trick, bro. He's got a hat-trick. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for the yawning. But yeah, if he scores a hat-trick, it'll be amazing. Dream 11. Dream 11, क्या बोल रहे भाई कार्तिक भाई? Would you ask to be retained on 1 crore? Yeah. Prabhsimran retained because he's backup keeper and plays aggressively in top order. Bro, but Ashutosh was also next level. I think it's 50-50 call, man. Rabada definitely right to match. Both world class bowler. He's one of my favorite bowlers, man, in the world. I think he's outstanding, and he can bat too. Like if required, एक दो छक्के तो मार तो सकते हैं. Just trying to see sports. Bro, I'm playing basically football fantasy, so it's the official Fantasy Premier League website. It's tied up with the Premier League. So it's fantasy.premierleague.com. It's free to play. It's a season-wide game. The game basically you have 100 million budget and you can pick 3 maximum from each team. And every week you have a transfer and then you save. The rules are a bit थोड़ा पढ़ लेना पड़ता, but it's not that hard to play. They also have drafts and stuff as a separate section, but yes, we play that game. It has now around 10 to 12 million users. We also produce content for it, Chasing Green Arrows. I don't host the show. We have a couple of 2 journalists from England and one from Pakistan who, one is stats driven, and then we have a journalist from England who lives in America right now. He works for Give Me Sport, he used to work for BR Sport. And then we have someone, Gianni Buttice is the one who works in England and he comes on Premier League TV, which you can see on Star Sports. And he does the fantasy football show. So he comes on our channel, Chasing Green Arrows. It's the sister channel of Chasing the Target. So it's Gianni Buttice, Dean Jones and Big Man Bucker, these guys. What are you getting for dinner? Not getting वो वैसा नहीं रहता भाई. Dream 11 का ऐसा नहीं रहता. Short से भालो man, don't break my heart like that. वैसा नहीं रहता. So basically you have your mini leagues and stuff. It's just like an addictive game, so everyone likes to play. In mini leagues you can have prizes. वो private रहते तो अपने को नहीं मालूम. अगर आप for example दोस्तों के साथ एक league बनाए, आप ऐसा you chip in and say कि whoever wins a PlayStation or something like that, then वो आप करते like in your private mini leagues. If you win overall in the world, you get, I think, 2 matches and a fully paid trip to the UK for Premier League. But that's if you come first out of 10 million people, which is one guy who did not last season, the season before, and he came on our channel. His name was Ali Jangrov. He came on Chasing the Green Arrows, and he came first. So when he came on our channel first, he was 4th or 5th in the world, and he managed to come first in the whole world, and he won. So that guy does exist. I've spoken to that guy. So it can happen. Patidar was second. Retention, so should have got 14 crore, but looks like RCB didn't think he was worth that much. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. 11 crore for Patidar, I think that's a good estimation. All you get is bragging rights and respect from your buddies. Yeah, that's what we get. But yeah, like it just depends on your mini leagues and stuff like that. We had a mini league where the winner got a PS5. Like people have mini leagues where but yeah, right now our mini leagues is just for bragging rights and it's just so addictive, man. We love playing it. They would have got Patidar below 10 crore due to competition at mega auction. या बट वो कुछ मिनिमम रहता है ना कार्तिक भाई, जैसे इब्राहिम भाई बोल रहे जो केकेआर नहीं स्पेंड करे तो वैसे पैसे वेस्ट में हो जाते हैं, तो थोड़ा बहुत कुछ ना, एम आई रॉन्ग? यश दयाल 5 करोड़, सिराज को नहीं करे भाई, वो मेरे को थोड़ा शॉकिंग दिखा। सिराज एंड आयुषदीप, शमी ठीक है इंजरी आप बोल सकते हैं, बट सिराज एंड आयुषदीप आई थिंक शुड हैव बीन रिटेन बिकॉज दे विल गो फॉर लॉट ऑफ मनी ब्रो। आई थिंक दे विल मेक सम big bucks in this auction, and you'll see Punjab, RCB, and these guys go for them, and Delhi Capitals. They'll make some big bucks. They would go all out on all-rounders and fast bowlers, not on batsmen. Yeah, they will. So that's what I'm saying, Siraj or Isdeep and these guys. The only guys I think from the batting will get big bucks is again those Indian players. Maybe Butler, but if he's fit and available. Jimmy Anderson is also in the IPL auction. Do you guys see him getting sold? I don't see it, but it's crazy to see him in the auction. I saw his interview in the BBC. He was saying that, yeah, I just never played IPL. I want to try it out, maybe. Pant and Shreyas will make a lot of money. Maybe Rahul and Ishan Kishan will make some money too. So, Bishnoi Puran, Mohsin Khan, Badoni. Yes, there was retained as uncapped, just give him 1 extra crore. Oh my god, how does that work, buddy? Yeah, so he got 5 crore. Anderson will not be able to withstand an Indian peak summer heat, especially at this age, maybe. He's done it before for England. Will be in broad daylight, but yes, I think he's not going to get picked in the auction. So 2-day auction, what's going to happen? The first day and the second day, Ibrahim Bhai, man. What's going to happen in the auction, bro? Like, what second day is uncapped players, first day is capped players, how does it work? And you know what the auction is? J-Town, baby, West Side. Hometown settings, you know what I mean? That's crazy, man. The auction is, I can't believe it, man. I was born in that city, I was brought up in that city, I went to school in that city, and I never thought there's going to be an IPL auction. Forget IPL auction, I think it'll be a cricket game, man, over there. And now there's going to be an auction, we might have matches in the future too. April May. का तो बिल्कुल नहीं. Even Stokes was struggling during CSK times, yeah. But that's a soft summer, bro. I've been in India in April. It's hot, but come to Dubai and Saudi in August, September, July. तब देखो मज़ा. रात में भी 50 हिट होता है भाई. ऐसा भीग जाते. You need to, if you're playing a sport, even if you're walking, exercise जो भी है, you need extra shirt, man. मैं स्ट्रीम ख़त्म करो. बर्थडे भी विश करना है. पैकअप भाई आपका बर्थडे, ओ आधे घंटे में आशीष भाई का बर्थडे 10 नवंबर. तो happy birthday in advance. Hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for being a loyal supporter of the channel, for supporting so much, for giving your ideas, backing us from day one. We really appreciate it. We wish you a very, very happy birthday and a happy new year, and have an incredible birthday. Enjoy it. Hopefully you'll be watching the cricket tomorrow and Manchester United and the Chelsea Arsenal game too. So have a great birthday. How's soccer team surviving there? रात में मैचेस होते हैं, बट ऑल्सो पीक समर में मैचेस इन द सीजन स्टार्ट्स इन सितंबर, बट इट्स स्टिल हॉट, बट इट स्टार्ट्स गेटिंग बेटर. बट यस, जून जुलाई अगस्त में तो मैचेस नहीं होते उतने भाई. तो जब मैच होते हैं रात में होते हैं. हैप्पी बर्थडे इन एडवांस. हैव अ ग्रेट ईयर अहेड. यस, आशीष born November 10th 1993. He's hitting 31. He's going to be my age in a few minutes. So happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to Ashish, happy birthday to you. First day will be main players and second will be uncapped, and also players who went unsold or requested by teams again getting second. Come on, Ibrahim, shabash. How long is the first day of the auction? It's like what, 6-7 hours? This is going to be bidding war also, Ibrahim. Ibrahim, tell me, who do you think will have the biggest bidding war? Will it be Pant? Will it be Siraj? Will it be Arshdeep? Will it be Iyer? Butler? Who's going to have the biggest bidding war? Which player? अरे भाई और एक मार दे यार मेरी जान. Also, let me know if you guys have any remedy for back pain, man. I'm struggling a lot in the last couple of hours, so if you have any remedy. I'm 20. Come on. 27, 30, age is just a number, bro. It doesn't matter. You don't need to be shy of your age, man. Come on. 31, doesn't matter, bro. Biggest bidding war, Pant and Arshdeep. Get in there. Punjab will be involved in both of those wars, the bidding wars. भाई जान दो भाई कार्तिक भाई, वो ऐसा बोलो कुछ टाइगर बाम एंड ये फ्लाइट लेके जाओ, टाइगर बाम या मूव या क्या, अच्छा कुछ बोलो भाई, क्या है. Lot of people going to Thailand. Ibrahim Bhai saying, Ashish Dadwal, happy birthday in advance. What a family man, chasing the target. Everybody wishing Ashish, really appreciate it. Ashish is also, man, this guy is like awake mornings 2 a.m., 3 a.m. to watch India play because he lives in Toronto. It's not easy times. Visa, man, it's got too cold blood, yeah. See someone in 31 struggling with back pain. Man, I had back pain since I was 10, bro. Like, I struggle with it. That's why I stopped the gym in between as well. Like, I have severe back pain since struggling issue. I wouldn't talk about it, but right now it's really hurting. So that's why I just want to know what should I get, man. I'm gonna, I think, lie down on the floor for a bit and then chill for a bit and then, yeah, see the City game. Ashish, what is your birthday plans? If you have any, let me know what you want for your birthday. You give us gifts all the time. So what would you like for your birthday? If you want, or others, we'll choose for you, no problem. But yeah, I think that pretty much ends the stream. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Faiz will join us, tomorrow as well. We have the big games, the India, South Africa, and Australia, Pakistan. So we will review that as well. So it'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, a lot of fun. Yes, I will lay down right now on the platform. Yes, and join us for that. Join us for the stream. We really appreciate all your inputs, man. It's been a great stream on a Saturday night, Saturday morning for some, Saturday evening for others. But thank you so much. Take care, everybody. Have a good rest of the night. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button, and share with your friends and family. Yes, keep watching Chasing the Target.